welcome back, welcome back. Apologies for the technical difficulties that we've seen. Moving 3, as we join right back into this, pops up with yet another shot on the Twitch, and the F2 seems to be not missing thus far from Moving 3. What we've missed, well, is Holy Cross dropping the round as we headed to mining. And the Pokeball kill will attempt to come through from Snipes, but Corbeck, it will not land.
No, it won't land, and unfortunate that is. OEU is down, so that's a bit of a rough loss there as well. You see a brutal flurry of gunfire. Unfortunately, we kind of lost it in the stream, but Moving 3 picks up 3, adds to the quad kill, goes in for one more, runs out of ammunition, and then Snipes comes back on the other side in what can truly be said as a extraordinary circumstance of all the times to run out of ammunition there. Good Lord.
That is now the third ace we've had stripped away from us through our 2 maps of play. One ripped from Ash's hands. I saw one earlier on that was now stripped away from Moving 3. And, well, you cannot forget Mashu. That is what feels bad, man. Unfortunately, they're having a little bit of a difficulty. And, Ernick _ username in chat. Thank you for updating our Twitch chat with all the information. We appreciate it from your roommate's screen inside of the dorm room. Thank you very much.
What? Oh, well, I don't have Twitch chat open. I don't look there. It's like in The Lion King when they're like, we don't talk about that place, Simba. The Darkland. I only look at Twitch chat when I'm in Twitch chat. But anyway. Tied 3-3 here on Cafe, and it does look like structure has given hope to the Lopers. The Lopers now, though, forced to switch over to the attacking side, and if there was ever a time that this was going to run away from them, it would be now. Holy Cross, perhaps on the defense, able to reassert some of their strength. They've got a double breach denial team here, which is interesting. You don't often see a Kaid and a Bandit coming into the party together, but there certainly are those two ops set up now. And meanwhile, on the other side, Agnica is coming in on the Glass. So interesting choices all around here as we go ahead and get started here on round 7.
15 seconds gone, and well, we are going to see the vertical play yet again. The Glaz of Agnica will send themselves on the rappel and, well, just peek in with that OTS in hand. I don't know if they're going to find anybody because, well, there's no real angles that favor this window position, but it's more likely that they will be found. Moving 3 will do just that, and they will remove the Russian sniper off the board. Glaz will have no further effect here in the 7th round.
Snipes 76 there, looking down the sights. Can't really find anybody on that angle. I'm better mate here on the Jackal, looking in through the skylight. Bit of a dangerous position to be, but he does at least temporarily have the advantage. But nothing dropped in, but nothing is annihilated. So right there with the Alda to clean up on the low ground. I'm better mate, not able to secure the reef frag. Snipes coming back in the same direction, and now a little bit of a change of pace. Mashu coming down to the cocktail window, might actually smash that open, or should the cocktail balcony window, goes ahead and looks through it, but again, no real targets to be had. The defenders relatively comfortable just holding up in their positions, waiting for the remaining 3 members of the UNK Lopers to feed into them. And it is rewarded. Mashu comes trying to swing through that window, and OEU is there to secure that kill as well. So that will push them up to a respectable 6 on the round.
Yeah, Ash makes their way around. They do get out of dodge, and at the perfect time possible. The MPX in hand will look to keep them alive. In this one, the C4 has already been used, but there are still 2 C4s on the UNK side, and with 60 seconds left in now a 1 versus 5 situation, the Jackal ping is about all they can afford in this spot. The Valkyrie will be found out, and they will shoot back, but just shooting back in towards this close closet. They'll be downed, but there are no points enabled. So there's no reason I'm Better Mate should have the information on that. Ash still down, but they are finished off. And, well, as I say that, so is I'm Better Mate. Narwhal from a distance. The red dot on the R, or 416C, will close out the round, as will Holy Cross.
Well, like I said, defense is a bit of a different ball game here, and the UNK Lopers certainly will have their work cut out for them to ensure that they are not defeated in this situation. I can't say that I take a lot of faith out of that first attacking round there, Time. That certainly looked a bit rough. I mean, it started roughly, and then it kind of continued on in a similar vein as we go look at kitchen service, kitchen cooking, and this is a lineup that we are being shown here from the Lopers. It is a Montaigne Blitz setup with a Glaz Chaser being thrown into the mix, and truly, some might call it an abomination crafted up in the minds of a Rainbow Six Siege madman, but we'll see how this plays out. I just don't even know at this point in time. That is a spectacular team comp.
That, my friend, I can confidently say is not one I have seen since I played ranked back when I first got the game, long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away as well. I have to say that one is a little far-fetched from the UNK Lopers.
Just a bit. It's like a Lovecraftian horror comp right there. If one of the pro Rainbow Six Siege players saw it, their hair would probably turn white. Just by the sheer horror of it all. But I kind of like it. I don't know. I'm curious to see how it works. Blitz is one of those operators who I actually genuinely just like as a character, and it's funky op, but he rarely is successful. This is going to be a challenge indeed, and they will, I assume, come in hard from the bakery side. Moby is stacked up there. I'm sorry, Moby's Agnica stacked up right behind Snipes. They come in already, the pistol out there looking for headshots, but they won't find it. Instead, it's Moving 3 who secures the first kill, and the Blitz is not long for this world, already down and out. And now Snipes serving the role of human drone, backing up behind his teammates, though. A little bit worrisome when you do that on the Montaigne. It's best to keep that shield in front of him. What? Oh, the classic problem when you have a Montaigne on the field. I'm better made with the unfortunate team kill there as OEU collects yet another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we cannot have nice things, but nothing. We'll walk. What the heck? Wow, that's a new one. They just sprayed Moving 3 without scoping and have just walked onto site. However, they are shut down for their transgressions. Nawal finishing off yet another round with the 416 in hand. And, well, that red dot seems to be flawless from the Jaeger, the defensive side. Holy Cross now just 2 rounds away from closing out Cafe and closing out this best of 3 in a 2-0 fashion.
You know, in the grand history of human progress, there have been many, many experiments, not all of which have worked. Once a man tried to fly by attaching chicken feathers to his arms and jumping off the top of a roof. It didn't work. But who knows? Maybe that inspired the Wright brothers many years later to launch their famous plane at Kitty Hawk. I don't know that the same thing will be said of that attack in terms of inspiring new Rainbow Six Siege strategies. But much like that man with the chicken feathers, for bystanders, it was probably very entertaining to watch. I will say that, Ted. That was something. That was a round that I think I can't confidently say I have not seen in the history of Rainbow Six Siege in my terms of casting it. And I don't actually feel much worse off for it. I feel like that was a wild one. That's kind of been the tone of this entire game, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that wild one nonetheless. Wow is all I have to say. That is the extent of my analytics after round number 8 has transposed. We are headed to mining yet again, which, for all of you who are new here, reading is usually the site that is favored as
that is true.
The site. But we're headed to mining this time around. This fireplace is, of course, the one you cannot avoid, and one, well, I wouldn't think many people want to avoid. It's a pretty nice site to play nonetheless.
I do appreciate the rhyme. The Dr. Seuss-esque mining and dining site is nice. It rolls off the tongue there to a certain extent. But we see again the UNK Lopers coming in this time with a little bit more of a sensible composition. Let's say Mashu here on the IQ, who would be a valuable pick if there was a Valkyrie on the other side. Still has some good guns. Mobius and Agnika just playing that very aggressively with the gun there, just popping those windows, daring one of the members of Holy Cross to step into the gun sights. And Mashu actually is in reading. He's already through the initial layer of defenses here, and they've got backup in the form of I'm Better Mate. So a very aggressive early push here coming out from UNK Lopers, and we'll see if this will pay off. They've got to secure these gunfight wins, though, and that's not the way to do it. Mashu is down.
I think they misdroned Ocean's Fury. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, good.
No, they didn't.
Nice job, I'm Better Mate. Well done with the M7 in hand, which is not something we usually see brought by a Sophia. It's usually the less favored gun after the nerf, but they're using it nonetheless, and while getting kills with it, as they will get one, they'll look for a second, but Narwhal will shut them down, as that 416 reigns true yet again. It's down to 2 versus 4, now just down to the Russian sniper. Glaz left alone. Smokes in hand, and well, a prayer in hand as well. It's down to the 1 versus 3. They do get 1 kill on towards Ash, but I feel like we're about to see a spray through. Not just yet, and it's a spray through from the Glaz. They down moving 3. It's possible from Agnika, but it's going to be a challenge.
Oh, they could do it. They could do it.
Oh?
I feel it. I feel it in my bones. It's a potential victory right here. Doesn't know on the other side of the wall, though. Oh, swings out on the tight angle. Oh, my lord. OU nearly securing the kill right there. That castle barricade actually helping more than... or hurting more than helping at this stage. Agnika deep in the scope there, stops to pull out that goo needle, but are they going to be able to stay alive here? These side corners, no! He read it wrong, or she read it wrong. I'm sorry, OU. In the wrong spot, gets brought down. And now it's just Nawal looking in through the angle. He doesn't see the body because Agnika is back out on the balcony, and he gets the headshot to win it, the Glass clutch! You can't write it!
I've seen pigs fly. I need to go buy a lottery ticket. What is going on here? Agnika with 11 kills, and well, 4 of them with the Glaz. That is a clutch if I have ever seen one. Well done there, Agnika, as well, justifiably so. They're going back onto the Russian sniper, and I do just want to point this out. Corbeck, you talked about not seeing the Glaz and not really liking it. I'm just saying, your Russian slander is nonced. Get it out of here.
I just said he was bad. I do like to watch. I mean, look at that. That was amazing. That was crazy. That was beautiful. I don't even know how we managed to see that come through, but just a series of errors on the side of Holy Cross there, getting punished by Agnika, who's fast enough on the gun to secure those kills, and then a beautiful final shot there, taking full advantage of that thermal sight to clean it up. Wow. Crazy stuff here at the end of the day. Love to see it. Anyway, we are back, though. Holy Cross still have the lead by 1 round. The UNK Lopers, no doubt, buoyed by the performance of their champion, and that last one will be on track to try and win this one back again. And once more, this slightly unorthodox composition here of the Bandit and the Kaid is being shown on the side of Holy Cross, and I still haven't entirely figured out the rhyme or reason behind it, but I mean, to be fair, Bandit in and of himself does have a relatively good gun, so he's not entirely kind of useless once those batteries are down. Here is the hero of the hour, Agnika, who we will, I hope, get to see put up a couple more frags there on the Glass, but I don't know if Lightning's going to strike twice in this particular circumstance.
They're headed back to the top floor. They won this comfortably last time around, and well, after this, I'd have to assuming they win, of course, they're going back towards the bottom just the same. I gotta be honest, I feel like that was a little bit of a fluke and, well, a nice show of skill there by Agnika. One I wasn't expecting, but a welcome surprise nonetheless. Mashu, with that MK14, not a weapon we've seen since the, well, beginning map of this best of 3, will net them a free phone to hack and a free kill on the board. So far, they're 2-8, but they look to change that right about now.
Ash here playing down around the end of pillars. Has to be a bit careful for those long sight lines. There are definitely ops that can challenge them. X-Kairos being used to open the top hatch. I'm not even going to talk about it. We're going to move on. Agnika now playing on the top of the skylight, looking in towards the bar, seeing if they can catch anyone just being a bit foolish here, but it doesn't look like any of the defenders are quite ready to deliver themselves up to the altar of sacrifice. OEU here is going to pull back for just a second, check maybe the phone. No, going to keep it ringing. That's okay. Are very focused on those white stairs as, again, Agnika tries to get another angle. Now it's Mashu getting in. I'm better, mate, adding one as well. OEU falling back here in a very dangerous position, doesn't have a lot of options. Oh, he's right there. They'll get the clip. He won't get the kill. All the big magazine coming in, switches to the pistol here, but it's Mashu who comes swinging in on the tail end, and it's still a 3v1. The attempted plant defuse by Ash will not succeed, and it is tied up here on Cafe.
What just happened? Yes, that is the extent of my analytics there. They got a plant right in front of Maestro's eyes. Like, if it was a snake, it would have bit him, and it ended up killing him in the end. And then the Valkyrie actually almost got the diffuse off, or the counter diffuse off, but they just were not positioned correctly. If they moved around a little bit, I think they would have gotten off in the flurry of the chaos. But it does not go their way. Holy Cross have dropped 2 straight rounds for, I believe, the first time this series. And, wow, Agnika going back onto the glass, seemingly favoring the Russian op for the first time in competitive play.
I love it. I do it gently. This is something. This is a match and a half. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, round 11, tied 5-5. One of these teams going up 6-5 here, putting themselves on match point and hopefully burying this before the threat of overtime, possibly pushing us on to a map 3. Ocean's Fury going to go ahead and throw down those bandit batteries. And at this point in time, if I was looking at this composition for Holy Cross, I do think I'd be considering maybe changing a few things up. You're not going to get that rush again, that's for sure. So OEU there on the castle, doing that sort of extension strategy that some teams do like to do there, so sectioning off sort of red hallway, leading out into small bakery, what have you. I actually really do like that setup, but it does feel a bit outdated, I would say, in this day and age. You generally don't see teams tend to run it as much anymore, but if you run it and you run it correctly, it is actually, I would say, an effective way of defending this site.
Yeah, we'll have to see it yet again. It worked last time around, but, well, we also saw 2 shields the last time that UNK attacked this specific site. Agnika making some early progress into Coat. He will try and look across on towards that castle. I don't know if the information is there as to the fact that the castle is in that position. Moving 3 will get taken out early, as will OU. Ocean's Fury down as well. What is happening to Holy Cross? It is night and day between our opening bit of rounds and, well, these last couple. Ash is above. They will make a late flank down these red stairs, but it's already a 2 versus 2, and we haven't even played 60 seconds.
Just pure unmitigated action movie violence right there to start us off. They gave away the position on the shot. Oh, I'm better, mate. Pops up and finishes him off.
What?
Wow.
They didn't realize it wasn't walk-throughable. What the... That is not good.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, that is...
Wow.
Okay.
The UNK Lopers have reasserted themselves here, have stabilized the spiraling plane, at least for that round, and put themselves into match point territory. Holy Cross now trying to get into overtime here on their map pick of Cafe.
I gotta be honest, I'm about as surprised as the day is long that Holy Cross is not walking out of their dorm rooms and celebrating right now. They wiped through Coastline, which was UNK's pick, and then they had all the advantages in the world. They were 2 rounds off of winning, up 5-2, and they flipped a switch and forgot what Rainbow Six Siege was. I gotta wonder, has the concept of first-person shooters left the team house? What's going on here?
Is it so much, though, I will say this, is it so much that Holy Cross kind of flipped a switch, or is it so much that UNK kind of have just come alive. I mean, I think it's hard to deny that when you have one of the players on your team suddenly walk in and clutch on glass, that doesn't, you know, inspire the rest of the squad. And I do wonder if that has helped a little bit, at least some of these top fraggers. I mean, it's worth pointing out, but nothing still, unfortunately, on 2 and 10. But the rest of the team is more than picking up the weight here, and Holy Cross just look a little bit stupefied, for lack of a better word. They look a little kind of discombobulated as to exactly what's going on, and another bakery push being intimated here by this team. Ocean's Fury playing on the balcony counter. Got to be very careful peeking that angle, my boy. You're very likely to get your head taken off right there. No, they have the soft ping on him, but still playing into this. They're going to go straight up in his face. Ocean's Fury, you could have gotten a kill right there, but instead it's the crossfire that takes him down. Ocean's Fury swings the corner, and I'm Better Mate will get the trade, but a 3-3 already. A brutal gunfight in the bakery there. All that being baked is death.
Yeah, and on to Ash as well. This OTS seems like it cannot be shut down. Mashu seems to be aware of the fact that OU is in this position. They'll throw a drone in as well, and they'll get the confirmed information. The glass will be playing from behind as well. In goes the shots. Mashu will remove OU. It's down to Narwhal. Only the 4-16 in hand, and the red dot has been trustworthy for them before. They'll have to re-peek onto a disadvantageous angle. They'll find the first one, but they will not get the kill. They'll have to peek around. They will be shut down. We're headed to a third map. We are headed to Clubhouse.
Wow! Did not see that coming, I'll be honest. That one has caught me off guard. The Lopers demonstrating that 55-mile-per-hour speed right there and just surging past their competition to force us onwards to a map 3, and Agnika, the hero of the hour for the team. 13 kills on the round, and a significant amount of those came from playing glass. So make of that what you will as we prepare ourselves here for map 3, which again is a situation I don't think either of us expected at the start of this.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. We did not expect a third map. We are going to take a quick break, assuming Z is with us. Yeah, we are going to take a quick break. But in the meantime, don't go anywhere. Both maps have gone either way, and if anything is expected, it's to expect the unexpected. Clubhouse when we come back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the NECC here. It's a heck of a matchup we're seeing between these two teams. Holy Cross Purple versus the UNK Lopers. It's like two Wolverines put in a bag with a bunch of Hornets. They are fighting neck and neck on this one.
Indeed, they are, and it seems like your dog is fighting with
He's
themselves.
he's
Yeah,
he's excited. He's map 3, dude. He wants in on it. He's like,
yeah,
put me in.
yeah. Well, I think it's a little more ironic. I believe he's saying, "Put me out." I believe they want to get
Yes,
out.
actually, he does
That's
actually want to go outside. He's
that
had
I believe
enough.
that I believe that is the ironic part about it. But we head into map number 3. It is Clubhouse on the cards. Now, I like to say this is the great equalizer of really all the maps we see. It is one of the most played maps in the pool, and at any level, it's relatively consistent between strats.
It is indeed. I mean, it is probably the most consistent Rainbow Six Siege map out of all of them. And some recent changes have made people reconsider some certain aspects of this map, but I would be very surprised if we saw that today from these two teams. Ash getting banned again. Again, bit of a targeted ban there, specifically looking at Ash. The player, I should say, is the target of that ban. So we'll see if that has a big impact. I mean, they did lose the last round. I don't know that Ash particularly tailed off, but I do think it had a bit of an effect. Thatcher getting banned there as well. Not particularly spectacular in terms of innovative bans, but perhaps a necessary one.
Yeah, I have I have a question for the chat now. Does the Ash ban affect Holy Cross more than what we saw in Cafe? Are we going to see UNK of this map again? I gotta be honest, it could go either way at this point. UNK could come back and show us something that we have seen before, and well, something that Coastline really didn't have them favored in, or